Sunday the 4th of June and we're on the FTSE 100. So let's have a quick recap of this market from last week in relation to our Sunday analysis video, and then we'll have a look at the market for the trading week ahead. Okay, so the main thing we went over last week on this market was not to try to pick tops. So basically, when a market is rallying very strongly, or it can be a very strong bearish movement, what tends to happen is a lot of people start thinking this market can't possibly go any higher or it can't possibly go any lower, and so they turn around, and if it's making a bullish rally, they attempt to pick the tops and they sell and they sell and they sell, and what ends up happening is they just suffer lots of losses. So just let price action tell you what is going on in the market. Now, last week we basically maintained the bullish outlook on the market. And then on Friday, with subscribers, all I went over was that would be changing as we reached 7,600. The market had made a very strong rally on Thursday, and coming into Friday, actually, we were already up at this, or very near this 7,600 level, before the FTSE 100 even opened. So we went over, if the market got up into this level, we could look for those sell positions. We had a nice strong movement down, although it has now bounced up and created this doji candle. So coming into next week, what are we looking at? Well, we have this level of resistance now on the FTSE 100 right here. I'd be happy to look for those sell positions from this level. Now, the real key levels of support on the FTSE 100 now are back down at these levels. So as the market was making its movement up, we stalled here with a doji candle, and then we found the bullish bounce before we pressed up higher once again. Really a breakdown here, break below here, would signal a stronger move down, really at least down into this 7,400 to 7,390. If we break down below this level. So this is the key resistance, this is the key support that I'm looking at next week. An early indication that potentially we're seeing that bearish movement would be a break below these levels right here. So you can see as the markets came up, it's came back down, it's tested at these levels and shot up on the doji candle, which is where it has found the bullish momentum going into the Thursday. If I just drag this across a little bit more, you can see it lining up with the pins of these candles right here, creating our trading zone. Actually, if you drag this across also, what you can see is it's really lining up with the close and the open of this strong movement up here, which rejected, and the strong bearish movement right here. So really 1, 2, and 3. These are key zones for me next week. Do we have any other zones? Well, looking at the market, because we are up toward these all-time highs, we only have a small section of price action to look at. Let me just get rid of this rectangle. So although we have 1, 2, and 3 as the main zones, we also have this area right here. You can see the market coming up, pressing against the level, coming into Monday, holding, coming into Tuesday, pressing up, testing, and failing. On the Wednesday, we break up above and then fall back down below once again. This is a level of support and resistance also. Now, we don't want to get too crazy on the charts here. You don't want to start having lots and lots of levels, because you can conceivably start looking at every pin. Because there's so little price action, you can start taking every single movement that you see on the market and creating your support and resistance levels. For me, it's really 1, 2, and 3. These are the main ones for me. And a break below here is really the early warning that potentially the bears are stepping back in. Confirmation breaks below here. Really a break below this Thursday low also, because it has been such a strong upward movement. If we see the market coming below this level, it is also a bearish sign. So this whole section down here, basically, is where we're watching. Now, this is resistance at present. This is support. Until we see the market making the breaks of this level, and this level, we're still bullish on the market. We have to see the market giving us the indication that the bears are stepping in. Perhaps the bulls are taking profits, the bears are stepping in, and the momentum of the market is starting to change. And until that happens, just looking at the market in the exact same way, if we come back into December, all the way back here, you can see the December rally. This is why you don't want to try and pick tops. You can see the market coming up. It's giving you lots and lots of pins. Lots of people will be looking at this thinking, okay, this market can't go any higher. We're selling, we're selling, we're selling, we're selling. Shoots up, takes them all out. Exact same thing starts to happen again. It starts to push up. You start to see the pins, the pins, the pins. And actually, we had a movement down here on the market. Lots of people are trying to sell into this rally and pick the tops. You want to see price action giving you the indication that things are changing. It's not, trading is not really about prediction. It's about just reading the chart. It's about interpretation rather than having a crystal ball and understanding what's going to happen 2 weeks in the future, 3 weeks in the future. I'm only interested in the very high probability moves on a market, and for that I need to see the market giving me the evidence. And for me next week, these two key zones are really where I want to watch if we start to break below these levels. And for me, the bears are starting to take control, and I'd expect to see a movement down into the 7,400 levels. Whilst we are sitting above these levels, really, the market is still bullish. However, we have our key resistance up above at the 7,600 tag. Okay, guys, as always, I hope that was helpful. Hope you all have a good trading week next week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.